Good morning, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Of course, Facebook is always changing something on this, so I'm looking at some of the new features here. Featured item. I wonder what that is. Say hi once you're on, you guys. I did just let my dogs out the door. So I am keeping an eye on them since we are negative this morning here in Iowa. I don't want them out there too long, so I will have to let them in. But we are going to jump right in about 45 seconds or so. Please make sure if you are staying for the training the whole month of January. Good morning, Hillary. The whole month of January, we are taking very basic things that have really been and have for many people helped them in their business. We're going to take some very basic things. We're going to take a big picture and we're going to break it down into pieces. This first week on Morning Mingle, I'll run through some updates, what's going on, and then we are going to be breaking down a monthly focus and working in 3-month cycles. So if you don't have it yet, while I'm going through these updates before we get started, I want you to, and I shared several things yesterday. I have these purchasable planners. There's a link for these in the Spark page. I also posted them yesterday. I have 50 of these. I think I have 5 to get out today that have been ordered. I will invoice you and then I will get them out in the mail. I make nothing off of these, you guys. I just fronted the bill, paid to have them printed the most basic, easy way, and then we are going to be walking through this to create a consistent pattern, consistent way of running our Posh business, okay? So we have this. If you don't want to use that, if you don't want to purchase that, we have the downloadable them up higher. There's that. Or you can use your own. If you have a planner that you love, I use various planners. I have been using this one. If that's what you use, that's fine too. But we're going to talk about some basics and working in our calendar. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys, I'm still waiting for my dogs to come up here. I don't want to jump too far into things. Okay, so huge goal. I hope you can see that I am really trying to make sure everybody's aware of where we are at and where we are going as a crew company. Our big goal, if you didn't catch a more in-depth overview of January, go to my live that I did on January. Some of what's going on at home office, okay? So I did that live on the 1st. Go watch that. But I do want to reiterate a few things. We have a humongous goal as a Posh Crew company. So that means a little over 5,344 of us here in the 7 lines of the crew company that I can see. We are pushing for $60 million company. You guys, that is huge. That's been in the making for 10 years. And we are finally at the point that we are pushing to be a $10 million company. So, what do I need help with? I just need you to be here. I need you to be present. I need you to be sharing Posh. I need you to work together and be excited about this, you guys. This isn't for just me. This is a whole celebration that you can talk to your customers, people that you're interacting interacting with, that you are really helping push your team, our Posh Crew team, to $60 million. So this morning, I have made a little ticker tracker for us. My phone is so dirty. So at the top of Posh Crew, trying to pull it up here on my phone. Posh Crew. Okay, I hear a dog. Okay, so what I'm doing each day is I'm going into Canva and I'm updating this this graphic. Okay, this graphic, it will be training, because this helps me show you how I take this big number that we have a goal for in the month of January, and I break it down. We're going to take the big picture and we're going to break it down. You do the same with your personal business. Now, we started with 725, a little over $725,000 that we need to do this month to hit our $60 million goal. That's the starting number, okay? Then I have day 3 here, or January 3rd, the day, and then I have how much we're at right now. So right now we need $705,000 currently to hit our goal by the end of the month, okay? And I'm also encouraging each of you to push for the paper chase or the catalog chase. If you don't know what that is, again, visit the featured section, go back to my live I did on Saturday. But when you hit 500 in personal volume, you will get the brand new catalogs, 10 of them, for free in February. We have a new catalog coming, you guys. If you've been not around, that's okay. Let's get you up to speed. We have a new catalog coming February 4th, and we want you to earn free papers for that. Now, in correlation with the $60 million push and our paper chase, I have some incentives going on here. Let me let the dogs in. Okay, and they're full of it when they come in from the cold. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I have some fun things for us. Okay, so in regards to the paper chase, our goal is, I wrote our goal. How many of us? We need about 1,451 of us to earn the free papers, okay? There are currently over 5,000 of us. If a little bit, about 1,500 of us can do the $500 earning those papers, we hit our goal. That is amazing. You guys, that puts that goal in perspective. But first thing we're going to do today is the fun part. In the comments, the first person, let me see where we're at. The first person to type a number between 2 and 250. Pick a number and type it. First person that I see, the number between 2 and 250. Tell me the number. Tell me the number. We always got to wait for the delay of Facebook fun. Because then we'll get a number and then we'll get 50 million numbers. So I need a number between 2 and 250. What number through was Janelle, and it was 222, which is super funny because what wasn't there? Oh, Kendall's was 22. Okay, anyway, so the first number through is 222. What is that number going to do for us today? I am using our volume ledger. So on the back in your VO, there's a volume ledger. This shows all, oh geez Louise, all the orders coming through in our 7 lines, right? So I dropped my pen somewhere. Hopefully the dogs don't get it. So we are gonna, you just picked a winner, Miss Janelle. So our winner, 222, is Jenny. Yes, if you guys want to tag her, 222 is Jenny Negas's order, and congratulations, you will get a prize from me. So we are randomly going to do that. It doesn't mean that it's on Morning Mingle. It doesn't mean that it could be a various time during the week that I say, okay, give me a number between this number and this number. And you give me a number, and I'm going to pick someone from our volume ledger that's putting in orders, because your consultant name pops up with those orders. Even if someone places it on your site, your name pops up, and I'm going to be sending happy mail to those people. And that's going to run all month long. So Jenny Negas is our first winner. So congrats, Jenny. And that's on our volume ledger giveaway, okay, towards our $60 million. The other incentive, and again, you guys, I'm going to go fast through these, is our Snowflake Shuffle. Now, our Snowflake Shuffle is up in the pinned post. It looks like this, and it has this, and I need to catch up. So, what is the Snowflake Shuffle? You get to color in your snowflakes. Now, if you are not a part of my 7 lines and you're not in the volume ledger for me, this is your chance to still get prizes from me. I want everybody to feel encouraged and supported here. So with this one, this is the criteria. It's in our Spark page. It's up above. But you get to color snowflakes for certain PV and team building. Team building, you get 2 snowflakes. And then for to do, we're going to give the top 2 snowflake earners a prize from me, and one of the random. So that means if you do this and you get 500 and you have 2 snowflakes and you post this at the end of the month, you may be a random winner, okay? We want the top 2 are earning for sure, and then I'm going to pick another 1 or 2 out as random winners. So that's our Snowflake Shuffle. Okay, so we have our big goal. We have our volume ledger prizes, random prizes. We have the Snowflake Shuffle. And then the other things we'll kind of talk about. Make sure you do your action calendar off. Kim does our social media calendar, which looks like this. This helps you stay consistent on a routine on your social media posting with ideas. Of course, you create the content off of the topics. And then the action calendar walks you through some really important things, ideas, things that you can be doing in the month of January. And with that said, today's the 3rd. It says Morning Mingle at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you don't catch it live, you can catch the replay and catch back up. For the month of January, we are breaking down some calendar focuses. We're going to create some systems using my planner that I designed that's going to help you with your business. No matter if you are here part-time, just a little bit of time, or full-time, you can use this planner to help you with your business. or to help you with your posh journey, I should say. So today we're talking about monthly focus in 3-month cycles. And then I have always on Monday, what are 2 to 3 things you must do this week for your business, okay? Great thing that from a friend of mine is kind of cute. It's getting done checklist, and each Monday I could get on here and I could order my top 3 to 5 things that I need to get done this week and check them off. I loved it because it says nailed it, made it my, some of the words I won't say, but checklists are great because it keeps you focused on what you're doing. Okay. Oh, and killing it. Last thing, and then we're going to go into our calendar training. Killing it is our feature of the week. Now, when I listened to Allie at the end of the month, it made sense because I was like, we've had these products before. We've had these features of the week. And I was like, how do I spin something we've had already? And it made sense when she explained why she picked the feature bundle of the month, okay? So, the featured bundle of the month is actually effortless. Okay, bundles like balanced skin, effortless skin, age-defying skin, okay, where they can get a bundle already pre-made. There is a method to her madness for this month. We are in January. We're talking about self-care, new you. We're getting into routines. We're really trying to be the best that we can be. And this is a simple skincare routine that anybody can start with, the basics. So really start focusing on, what is killing it? We talk about it in the Help Me Share, so go over there. What is killing it as a simple skincare routine? How would my customers benefit from this product? If they're happy with their skin, maybe they would want to balance this out with the BFF and the killing it. Then you can upsell and share more. But look at the effortless skin bundle and how these feature of the week for the month of January go together to help you really add value to your customer base, teaching them the basics of skincare, healthy skin products and routines, okay? So that helped me understand a little bit of why they picked what they picked for January. It is the effortless skin routine. In the VO or on our webpage, it does have other products in with it. It has the facial wipes and the BFF as your kind of complementary face wash between a exfoliating and a non-exfoliating with the kaling. So the bundle's a little bit bigger on the website, but they can grab just the feature of the month bundle, which is the 4 products that we're featuring throughout this month. Okay, that is it. We are going into training. Are there any questions? Yay! Janelle picked Jenny Negus and she shouted her out. Thanks, girlfriend. All right, I'm going to remove my gum because it's time to get down to business. Okay, so we are going back to the basics. And with back to the basics, I want to reiterate with this is this can fit into anybody's lifestyle. I mean, it can help you in your personal home, in your social, really getting in control of your calendar. Now, I understand, just like we talked before, everybody has different things that work for them. Some people are not paper people. That is okay. Some of you love these online, doing it on their phone, a lot tech savvy things for planning their calendar. And that is okay, just like it's okay that we're all here for a different reason. Even someone that's here just to make enough money for a Starbucks or gas for their car or pay for something small, calendar planning can help them be in control of what's going on in their business. What do they need to plan? What do they have planned? What do they have going on? Now, it is proven and this is what makes, I think, this a good topic right now, is lots of us have New Year's resolutions, right? And just like with New Year's resolutions, whether it's a diet plan, something with your business, with your health, with your spiritual, it takes time to see the benefit of it. You have to do it consistently over time to see the benefit of it. It takes looking back. It takes looking at your calendar and making sure you're hitting your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals. And we're starting with our month, okay? So, working and 3-month cycles. So, again, if you've been in direct sales for a while, you probably know this. But we often talk about the 90-day cycle, okay? 30, 60, 90. We even have quick start props for 30, 60, 90. The way our business runs is cyclically that if you're consistent, about 60 to 75, you may start seeing the benefits of your consistency. But really at 90 days, you should start seeing the consistency of your first 30 days. Okay, so 30, 60, 90. For us, starting out, that would be January, February, and March, our first 3 months. Okay, now when you're looking at your first 3 months, that's also called the first quarter of the year, January, February, and March. So we're looking at the first quarter and we're making plans for the first quarter. Now, throughout this month, I'm focused on this planner, okay? So this planner starts with these calendars that look like this, okay? And they're blank, so you have to customize it. That's why yesterday on Sunday I said, make sure you print your calendars off, you have them dated, ready to go, because on these, they're blank, so you can start at any time during the year, okay? So I have my January. I like to run Sunday through Saturday on mine. That's what I like to do. Some people like to go Monday through Sunday. I like to go Sunday through Saturday because this is my planning day, my rest, relaxation, and plan day, so that I'm ready to go for Monday, okay? And you can set it up how you want. But you're going to want to set up your calendars, and you're going to want to set them up for 3 months, okay? And this is very in between these. We have other pages that we will be talking about in the coming morning mingles. But again, I did it for February and I did it for March, okay? All right, so you have your 3 calendars set up and ready to go, right? January, February, and March. A few things that I'm going to talk about that you have heard me say multiple times is there's actually hear me say make sure your month is front loaded. Now, when I say make sure your month is front loaded, that means you're looking at the first probably about two and a half weeks of your month before, ahead of time, okay? And you're making sure that your goals, how many parties you want, your PV you want, in those 2.5 weeks, you have things on the books to achieve those, okay? So that's called front loading, okay? So as we get to the end of January, I'll often talk to you, so about midway would be about the 15th or the 16th of January. I would talk to you as you're going through the end of January. Does not make sense, okay? So I'm trying to explain to you a very basic, rhythmic system to your calendar planning, okay? So in January, I should already have my first 2.5 weeks set up and ready to go. We're going to talk about how to do that, but I want this system to be kind of understandable, okay? You front loaded your January as you're going through January, and you hit about mid-January. Of course, while you've got your front loading, you're working your business here, okay? You're doing your parties, you're getting your samples out. That's helping you book down here, okay? So you don't want to go 3 months out with somebody that you got samples here. You want to get a party on the books right here, right? And so this goes into this. And about mid-month here, as you're working this, you are front-loading the next month. That is ensuring your paycheck. That is making sure you are in control of your goals and what's going on. It's not like turning the page and going, oh my gosh, my calendar's blank. What am I going to do? You are proactively working on your calendar, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. It's called front loading, and we are working in 3-month cycles. So when you are working in 3-month cycles, right now we are on January. Talking about January, okay? As January comes to a close, we are going to continue to front load our March, right? February. Sorry. We're going to continue to front load our February, but because we're working in 3-month cycles and we're now on February, we are going to make sure our April calendar is open, okay? Working in 3-month cycles. January's done. Now we're focused on February, March, and April. Okay, it's very cyclical, it's very rhythmic, and it is something that you can get in the habit of doing, okay? Working in your 3-month cycle. And sometimes I have events that are that far out. If I have a big event going on and it's January, I might have an event in March that I had, but really you're working on that 90-day cycle, 30, 60, 90, keeping each month filled towards your goals, and then cyclically working in that 3-month cycle. Okay, so we have front loading, working in 3-month cycle. Now, when you look at your calendar, and all of our leaders do an amazing job of doing this, is you want to set your goals for the month, okay? So when you set your goals for the month, often on the action calendar or on a post, we will talk about your personal volume. What's your personal volume goal for the month of January, okay? Go ahead and put it in the comments if you want. So typically what I will do, depending on my calendar or what I'm using, is I will have a section, and down here it kind of helps you if you use this one. Where's it at? Right here. Right here. If you have this calendar, it will say monthly personal volume goal. Okay, so every month you should know what your personal volume goal is. And that's going to vary from all of you, depending on what you want to bring in to your as your paycheck or to your family. You will want to set that goal. Okay, so you're going to write your monthly goal. And that's number one. You need to know where you're going for the month. Okay? Now, if you have a team and you're building a team, right? You're going to have a team volume goal. And that team volume goal is going to change too. And we'll talk about how you determine how that team is going to progress, how you're going to progress with your personal volume, maybe how you're going to progress with your team volume. But you kind of know where you're at. Okay, where have you been at? Have you been at a pink +1? Are you creeping towards a pink +2? What kind of small steps can you take in the month of January to move your team forward, right? Because it takes all of us to do this. So you want to put your team volume goal. So for us, for the month of January, I have a huge goal for you. We have a $60 million push. So again, you may put that down as our big goal because you are part of that big goal. But you will also want to put down what your goal is for January. Now, I was watching Kim Lecker's, she does a live kind of like me ahead of time, and her team, it's $10,000. They're starting out the new year on a new leaf. They've looked at what rank they're hitting, okay, and they're like, we're consistently hitting this rank. I want to stretch us, but I don't want us to snap because we can't reach it. I want to stretch us with our team goal, but I don't want us to snap. I want us to be able to take the steps to get where we need to go for our next level and be able to hold that rank as a team until we're ready to go to the next rank, okay? Systems, routines, small steps, consistency over time, okay? You also want to be looking at, and I look at this two ways. I always go for a monthly award. So when you're looking at your month, what's your goal for monthly award? So for monthly award for me, that means bringing in a new team member, okay? So how many team members do you personally want to bring in the month of January, okay? We're just working on January right now because that's our month we're at. Okay, so how many personal team members do you want to bring in? And how many as a team do you want to bring in? And we're going to talk about a few numbers, so don't get all scared. But, you know, you can always also look back of how are you doing as a team. Last month, let's say you brought in as a team 3 new team members. The event and help them reach for another 2 or 3 for the next month, you know, like 6 total instead of 3, if that makes sense. So you're setting your goals in small steps where you can stretch but reach them. So part of your calendar planning, number 1, is setting your goals. Because once you set your goals, you have an idea in your head what needs to be happening in the month. And our business isn't rocket science. We book, we share or sell, and we have an amazing opportunity. There's 3 things, and your calendar is going to involve those things. Okay? Questions so far? Now, we're going to talk about being in control of our calendar. We've set our goals. Now we're going to be in control of our calendar. So if you're in control of your calendar, anything else is I want you to go through your calendar And right now, you may be able to do January, February, and some of March. Maybe not. Maybe you just have January. You're going to do your kids' activities, your family activities, appointments that you guys have going on, important dates. I'm going to have you mark those off first. Your family is first. Your family is first. Those get marked off first, okay? Within that section, that's family, that's appointments, that's important dates. I also make sure to mark off meetings I need to be at, attend. Okay, I have to be present for. So one of those is morning mingle. That is the first thing that goes on my calendar every single month. And I can plan that out for January, February, and March because that's somewhere I personally date that I need to be at. So you want to go through and mark all of those first, as far out as you can go. January, February, and March, okay? Now you're going to work in that cyclical pattern so you can add things as you go. So that's number one. Number two, I want you to fill in your parties, your spas, your one-on-ones that are already scheduled, okay? So those are scheduled, they're on the books. Some people have certain days that work for them. I love Thursdays, and I'll talk about that as I am moving farther into my calendar, but you want to mark everything that you have already on the books, which would hopefully be the first 2.5 weeks front loaded in your books, what you have going. So fill in your parties, your spas, your one-on-ones, things that you already have scheduled and are ready to go. Now, typically, depending on your goal of how much money you want to bring into your business, your goal should be anywhere from 2 to 5 parties, activities, connections going on in the month. Now, for me, running my team and running my family, doable for me is 3 to 4 parties and 1 event. Okay, so I know every month to bring in with my VIP group and what I have going on, I need anywhere from 3 to 4 parties at least, sometimes 5 because people cancel, and an event. And I use an event to expand even more outside. That could be, doing drop-off bagels, doing a pop-up, going to any kind of vendor event that's going on. But I really try to stay in that goal section because I know that will help me produce my monthly goal, okay? Now, if you start with your family first, things that you have to be at first, then you have your scheduled parties, you're putting them in there, okay? And lastly, number 3, you're going to grab some fun colors. And you can do this any way that you want to. Some people like stickers, washi tape. Some people will just mark it in different highlighter colors. But I want you to grab some colors. And I want you to intentionally look at your calendar. And if you don't have those parties out and make that happen, okay? You have to ask people. Nothing's going to fall in your lap. You're not going to be able to post on Facebook and everybody's going to be like, oh. You do have to work for that, okay? But being in control of your calendar means that you are highlighting the days that you want to book, okay? You're not going to this person and asking them to book a Facebook party or in-home party with them and saying, what day do you want? No. You are in control of your calendar. That's why we're doing this, because your family is first. And after your family, you are going to highlight the days that work for your family to either, and some people do it different. Some people, it's like Orange is for my spa retreats, the days that I have available to book spa retreats. Blocking off time where my kids are taken care of and I'm going to work my business. And for everybody, that's different. Some people, it's 30 minutes. If you can schedule in 30 minutes to do some connection calls, some follow-ups, book a party, and that's what you need to run your business, then, use the month and schedule that in, okay? You are in control of your calendar. That is your time. These are your days you want to book your parties. Now, like I said before, when I look at my calendar, my best day for my family and for myself is Thursdays. So typically every Thursday is open for parties for me. The 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th, okay? So there's 4 dates right there. Well, I want to give a little bit more variety, so maybe I pick a Sunday for our family in the month to offer up. And that's where, like, when you're doing a spa retreat and you make up a graphic that says, these are my available dates, that's where it comes from, you guys, your calendar, because you're in charge of your monthly calendar. And you are telling them the dates that you have available. And they're saying, oh, that's easy. Well, the 13th would work great for me. And then you can schedule it in, and it doesn't interfere with appointments, kiddos, family activities, big events, because you've scheduled it in the times that work for you. Okay, you're in control of your calendar. When you're in control of your calendar, the stress reduces and you feel better about what you're doing here at Posh. So, let's see. Now, you can go ahead and do this ahead of time. Usually I can do it January and February and a little bit of March, but as I go through January, I'm able to do more February and more March, okay? And then as January closes, like I said, then your February, March, and April. And it is continual and cyclical throughout those 3 months, okay? Working in that 3-month cycle. And again, I'm going to reiterate, we work in 3-month cycles because nothing happens right away. I will be totally honest with you. If you've been here for a long time and you're like, I still am getting no traction, take a step back and start with your calendar planning. We're talking about the month right now at a glance. Next week, we're going to break it down into weeks. But we're talking about the month at a glance, working in 3-month cycles, you planning ahead of time what's going on with your family activities, what days are personally open for you to book parties, and then you're intentionally going out and doing it, right? You can't fill this out, make it look pretty with all your washi tape and all your stickers, and then just sit here and hope it fills up. You have to go out and do the things, right? And we'll continue to talk about doing the things, but I want to start with the basics of calendar planning, okay? So you are in control of that. Got a few numbers things before I close out talking about a month in a glance. Now, we share things like this. These are important dates, you guys. Maybe these are important dates that every month you jot down. Or you take your action calendar and you jot down in your calendar which ones you're intentionally going to be present at that are important to you. End of the month call, morning mingle, things like that. Where do you want to be? Get those on your calendar so that you can see everything right in front of you. It can be paper, it can be online, whatever works for you. Okay, so before we move into weekly planning next week, I do want to give you a little bit of perspective on a few things. Now, I'm going to use our big number, our big Posh Crew goal, to explain this. But you can apply this to yourself. So, in the month of January, we have a big goal. Our big goal is to become a $60 million team, right? In that goal, that means for this month, our team goal, okay? So our team goal for this month, team volume goal, all of us together, all 7 lines, 5,000 of us. Our big goal, which we've already started on this, we started January 1st on this, is 725,530. Okay? That is our big goal. And my personal volume is 3,000 of that. Okay? That's my contribution, at least. That's my goal towards that big goal. Okay? Now, when you have, in case math is not your strong point, when you have a goal like 3,000, or let's say you have a goal towards 1,000, all right? There are 4 weeks to this month, okay? Typically about 4 weeks. Very few will have 4 weeks, okay? For my personal volume goal, and I'll reiterate this next week, I'm going to take 3,000 and I'm going to divide it by 4, okay? And what does this do? This helps keep me on track. This helps keep me on track while I go through my month so that I can hit that goal. I'm intentionally looking and working towards that big goal, okay? So I would take that. Let's say your goal is $2,000, or let's do an easier one, $1,000. That's a stretch for you, $1,000, okay? Divide that by 4. That means to be on track within your month, you need to bring in about $250 in PV each week, right? Okay, does that make sense? So I'm taking the big picture. We're working on that. But I want you to understand when we go into next week, we're going to start talking about things that you can do in your monthly plan to hit weekly to make that big monthly plan accomplished early, right? We want to do it early. We don't want to wait till the end. So the same goes for our team goal. So when I'm looking at, this is where looking at your numbers daily, writing them down, seeing the trends, if that's what you're in this business for, will help you, okay? So we have $725,000 that we're working for. That means if I divide that by 4 each week, we need to be trending around $181,000 to be on track for our end of the month goal, okay? Those are big numbers, and that's not how your business is going to run. I just wanted you to take a number that we're talking about that is a big goal for everyone that you can relate to, that we're all a part of, and break it down to you. So then our goal for the month, that big monthly goal, that planning that we're doing, will, as we go into next Monday, be broken down into weekly goals. And those weekly goals will help you hit your big goal, okay? Now, one of the things that when you're working in that 3-month cycle, and we're on our first quarter, so we just got out of busy selling season, okay? So if you've been here maybe a while, you may want to look at kind of your average numbers for January of last year. If you've been progressively growing, then maybe, it would be good to reach towards these average percentage growth, okay? Now, if you've been struggling to maintain your rank, maybe that percentage, that goal percentage that you are striving for month after month stays a little smaller, and that's okay. We're not here for a sprint. We're here for a marathon, right? We want to learn how to do this, to do it right, to create the system, the routine that creates the calm so that we're in control of our business and it's not in control of us. And once you feel that, you will understand and you will be better able to work in a good mindset. Okay? So typically, and you can write this down, January, February, and March. Typically, your team volume increase goals are between 10 and 15%. So that means that with bringing new people in, bring people in, build them up, teach them how to branch out. You've seen our mission statement and our vision statement. You want to go to that 10 to 15% increase. Okay, so that means when you're done with January, if you want to start basic January, maybe you want to go with your goals for January, then going from January to March, you're going to want to project a 10 to 15% increase for the next month. Okay? Same with recruiting and team building. You're going to want to see the trends. How are you doing? What are you doing as a company or as a team? And how many people can you stretch without snapping? Can you stretch to hit those goals? Okay. So typically, 1% of your team is intentionally recruiting. Okay. So you have to kind of look at that and then set your goals wisely. But that's something a leader or your upline or someone in crew can help you with if you're really stuck with that. The basic things that we have here. 3-month cycle. I feel like, and someone said this on Posh Crew, and I was like, calendar planning can help with that. They're always looking for the next big thing instead of staying focused on what is the here and now. So what I want you to do with your calendars you have in front of you, you're going to go through, put your family things, put your spas that are already booked, put your potential days that you would like to book, set your calendar up for February, March, and April. Now, every month there are things I proactively think about to focus on for each month. So I'm going to help you with that right now. And I wrote these down. Gosh darn, here they are. I wrote them down. Okay, so I want you to look at your January. What's going on in January? Now, if you have this planner over here, you can set monthly goals for your customers. What do you have going on for your customers in the month of January? What do you have going on for your team? So for my team, I would have the Snowflake Shuffle here, and I would have the volume ledger prizes here. And then here for marketing, maybe I'm talking about my feature of the month bundle, talking about skincare, winter skin. You are setting your themes for your customers, your team, and your future team or customers, okay? Now, in the month of January, things that are going on that you need to consider in your month, okay? So you could write these wherever you want, in your customer section, wherever. But in January, we have the paper chase, okay? So for a goal, we have the paper chase. So you're going to write that in there, what that is to you. So we have the paper chase. we have transition kits. So we know this month we don't have tons of things leaving for our new catalog February 4th, but this is transition kit month. So we know, so TKs, we know that our transition kits will go live. So do we need to do a party? What do we need to do to sell or to turn over in our inventory to have enough money for, or dispensable money for a transition kit? You have to plan for those things, especially if you don't normally have the budget for it. So you have your paper chase, your transition kit. We will talk about prepping for February, but typically mid-January we will start talking about February and Valentine's Day, creating bundles, doing men's pampering nights. So that again is something in January you want to write down. So Valentine's prep maybe, or start talking about Valentine's. Some of you guys are doing a new year, new you challenge, or you're doing the VIP challenge. So maybe that's something you need to have down in your calendar so you make sure it's front and center for you. So new year challenge. Okay, so that's going on in January. And then an inventory reduction. A lot of us like to do an inventory reduction. So on the 16th, which is the third Sunday of the month, it's on your action calendar, Jessica Stonebreaker is going to talk about how to do a live inventory sale. So if you don't really know what you're doing, we here on Posh Crew provide for you the information to help you do that. And that is going to be the inventory reduction sale. We're also going to work on catalog prepping, getting ready, our inventory reduction, getting our list ready for our new people to send samples out to. So we also have for the month of January, catalog prep, new catalog prep. Looking at your calendar in January and you're like, I don't have anything going on. Well, guess what? I just gave you a whole bunch of things that are going on that you need to consider. Where are these at in my calendar? What am I going to do to focus on these? Where if Jessica's doing our live training on Sunday about live inventory reduction, maybe the week before I need to get my inventory all written down so I know what I have, right? And as soon as we know what's leaving, you'll know which ones are retiring. And then Jessica will do her inventory reduction sale, and you'll be able to throw your own live. Thursday's a good day for me, so I'd be able to pick Thursday as my own live inventory reduction sale. So, do you see how planning and working in this 3-month cycle is going to help you feel in control of your paycheck, your family, and your business? Okay, so we're going to do 2 more. We're going to talk about February, so turn to February. And in February, we have Valentine's Day. So I would still keep Valentine's Day on that line, okay? Valentine's Day, because you're going to celebrate it, last minute gifts, okay? We're going to have core launch. So we're launching our new core paper on February 4th. We're working in 3-month cycles, so you should have those things on your February calendar, okay? And we'll be prepping for, are you going to do an unboxing? Are you going to do get together and share the new products? When are you going to do that? Okay. But right now we're writing down what is the focus in February. We have things Valentine's Day, core launch, new product launch. I'm going to be taking that month for us. And I'm going to be, this is where you plan your team stuff out. I'm going to be focusing on host book join. You know, it's focus February. You're focusing on your hosting, your booking, and your joining with the new catalog. Again, that is more of my team focus. So maybe I put that in my team focus so that I can be in control of that and know what I'm planning for that. Okay, so you can, in February is a good one to also do winter skin. January, February is great to do winter skin. Is a good one. Maybe do a skincare class or talk about what winter does, the dry does for you. That's a great thing to do in February. Okay. So in March, it's getting close to springtime, you guys. I would say March, April, springtime, transitioning from winter skin to summer skin. You have St. Patrick's Day. And I know that's not a big, huge holiday that everybody celebrates, but it is super fun to do green products or theme things on St. Patty's Day or do parades with your business. Maybe you want to look for a St. Patty's Day parade that you can be in and hand out samples. This is why planning ahead helps you out, because now you know, okay, March is St. Patty's Day. Maybe I need to look on Facebook and see if I can get into any local parades and plan to order samples or use my retired samples to hand out at the parade. Okay, so working in 3-month cycles, St. Patty's Day may be something that you want to do with your business. Spring transition classes. So that just means spring skin transition classes. You can also start talking about feet pampering, because people will start with spring break, will start wanting to get their feet ready. So maybe you want to do a feet pampering. Spring break is a great one to do. Spring break packs for mom. Things like that. You start thinking about those things. Easter prep is another one in March. So we will talk about different kind of things to add to Easter baskets, to make up as sets. Maybe you have some local events that are going on with Easter. Maybe you want to do a mom's pampering and a kid's Easter egg hunt. This is where planning ahead will help you. And then again, as you finish January, you're going to do the same thing, but you're only going to have to add April on. April then will be your focus, because you know what you're doing for February, you know what you're doing for March, and now you're just getting your April set and ready to go. And you're working this in a cyclical manner. So that is, I know a lot. I'm at an hour 3, so I'm not going to take much longer, you guys, but I want you to ask questions. I want this to help you, because seriously, you guys, if you can get the base, this platform down of planning and working in a 3-month cycle and knowing what's coming, having your family stuff on the calendar and you're in control of your calendar, you will be better able to service your customers, to give value to your customers, because you're not working in a chaotic, crazy state. Okay? Give yourself grace. This takes time. Maybe you need to go back and rewatch this. Sit down, fill out your calendar, block off some time to do that. And then I want you to show me what you're doing. Did this help? What questions do you have? That's why I'm here. You have from today till next Monday to work on your 3-month cycle. Get them highlighted, get them set up, make them look how you want them, because we're going to take the monthly focus and we're going to break it down into your weekly focus. and themes, okay? Now, again, you can order this planner. I have 50. We will also be talking about our 5x5 when we get into our consistency and follow-up. We have a tracking sheet here. We have an action sheet here in our planner that you can use. We'll talk about that. And a social media planner, okay? So we have lots to talk about in the month of January to really feel in control of our business. And I want to thank you for investing in yourself and for putting this into action. Again, please ask questions, guys. Asking questions, it really will help other people too. Don't be shy about it. Any questions, ask away. And I want to welcome you to 2022. I want to welcome you to another year on the crew where we are going to take goals and crush them. We're going to work together. We're going to bring people in, build them up, help them branch out. And we're going to really, really work to All right, guys, have an amazing Monday. I will see you over on the page. It is myself and Sasha today. So we will be on and off there looking for questions and any way we can help you. Have a blessed Monday.